What's up everybody, Jesse back here. Today we'll be looking at Figma's Metal Gear Solid 2 Solid Snake figure. Now, you guys, those of you who don't know, Metal Gear Solid is actually my favorite game franchise. There we have an awesome product placement shot of Snake and how he's supposed to look. Same goes there. And there we have him smoking a cigarette. You know, pretty common with Figma boxes. Now, remember that face. Remember that. Remember how that looks. Let's take him out of the packaging and see what it comes with. Alright guys, here we have Solid Snake out of the package, and he comes with a lot of accessories, which I will not be taking out of their collective plastics right now, because I don't know how I'm going to pose this guy yet, or if I'm actually going to be doing anything with him. I got him with the sole intention of customizing him. Little history on this figure. I actually purchased one when he first came out. Then I gave him to a friend of mine because I didn't really like the figure. Then out of nowhere, I got back onto my Metal Gear Solid kick where I needed, I just needed to play it again. I needed to go through the whole story all over again. It happens. So Snake comes with his iconic cardboard box, which you can put together yourself and then hide him in there, which is always funny. It comes with a face here, looking off to the side, so you can have him shooting a gun or getting ready to fight, whatever the case may be. Comes with this M9 pistol right here, which shoots tranquilizer rounds. It's done fairly good enough, you know. I do wish that more companies did some nice wear and tear on their guns instead of just having a gray color scheme. You know, some black and some scuffs on there would look really well. Here we have the M4 gun again, you know, done in the same vein, you know, the same plastic color and not much else in there for paint. So yeah, I may actually go and scuff this up a little bit depending on what it is that I do with the figure. He comes with two cigar holding hands right here. Comes with two fisted hands. Comes with a muzzle flash, so you can have him shooting the gun. Put that off to the side right here, and just bear with me for a second, guys. Comes with two of the hands needed to have him hanging on stuff. An extra wrist peg. This, I guess, is for the stand that it comes with. This right here is used for moving his eyes. And you just take off the back of the faceplate. It comes with some cigars. Oops, cigarettes. Comes with a bunch of cigarettes there. And he comes with a bunch of hands as well. Like I said, I'm not going to be taking them out right now because I don't know what I'm going to be doing with them yet. He does have a shooting hand with the finger extended, so it's not on the trigger. You got one pulling the trigger. You got a gripping hand, which I don't know what he would be gripping, because there's no stock or anything for him to be gripping, but two wide open hands. And he has one hand here for holding the barrel, the underbarrel I should say, of the M4. Comes with Figma stand. And of course the Figma plastic baggie carrying case for all the accessories once you take them out. So moving all these accessories to the side, here we have a look at the figure, and the paint job is phenomenal. When you see this guy in person, it is crazy how good everything looks. He does have a kind of a loose torso, but I actually have no complaints about that. Take a look at the face, which is my biggest contention with this figure. Looks absolutely nothing. Nothing. About to pull on my Whitney Houston here. Nothing. Right? Ooh. Looks nothing like this guy right here. Absolutely nothing. Which is also one of the reasons why I gave the other one to my friend. I was just so disgusted with that figure that I was like, why would Figma do that? Why would Figma give us that crazy good looking sculpt? And the sculpt is there, you know? And then just give us a shoddy paint job. Let me actually raise the camera up a little bit. My Snake is there. Come on. Here we go. So yeah. This is not the worst ones I've seen. A lot of them have this crazy undershading. It looks really bad. They overshaded it. This one actually one of the better ones. So really happy with that. His beard, you can tell, is shitty. So I may actually go in there and touch that up a bit. Like I said, I got this guy with the intent of repainting him. So yeah. Anyway, this is how Snake looks in Modern, I was about to say Modern Warfare, in Metal Gear Solid. So here we have, and like I said, man, I was fairly impressed with this figure when I first got him. And also, this is something that I hate around for all figures. When you give me weapons, right? Weapons that cannot be stored anywhere. Where's the strap? Can't even put a strap on them. Have it around in the front, in the back, on the side. Nothing. That is something I desperately hate with action figures, man. I hate that. Don't give me all these accessories if I can't holster them anywhere. So I was actually gonna take this holster out and replace it with a different one. So yeah, like I know Marvel Legends started doing that for a little bit, and they're kind of going back to their accessories where you can actually holster them and use them effectively. But yeah, when Marvel Legends started doing that with their figures, that's when I was like, oh god, that's gonna suck for everything. But yeah, nothing's worse than actually when you have a figure with a sword and the sword doesn't go through the sheath all the way. SH Figuarts Trunks, I'm looking and thinking of you, you fucker. But here we have Solid Snake. Articulation is pretty good with as you can expect with Figma. Head can go all the way around. Look down pretty far. Look up just about that much, but then you get a little gapping in the neck there. And you could just pop that right back in there. These pouches here on his chest are movable, so they won't hinder any articulation, which is great. Can go pretty far back. Can crunch forward really good. And even more when you add the waist articulation in there. Go around. Can lean about that far to the side. And of course you can always turn it over and have him do it a little bit different, more leaning. But just the sculpt work on this figure is crazy good, man. And I really enjoy how he looks all the way around. His signature bandana is also articulated, so is the hair back here. These two on the sides are just made of very soft rubber, so they're not going to impede anything. His arms go about that far. His neck is a little weird right now. Either way, his arms, shoulders go up that far. Do a full 360. And go out that far. That was a little weird because the pegs and how they decide to do their joints. You can move the shoulders. Well, this one looks more like you can move this one up. I don't know why you would need that. But when you're posing, there's all types of posing you can do with this guy. You're not gonna hinder anything. All that's gonna do it too is just a little tight. Elbows and biceps go in that far. To my knowledge, there is there's no bicep swivel up here. There's no articulation in here either. It's just swivel with the ball joint. His fists go up and down, full 360, and you can move them in and out as well because there's a ball joint there. His legs go up that far, which is good for Solid Snake. He can do the splits pretty well. This is a soft rubber plastic there, so it's not going to impede anything, and it has little slits and cuts there to allow for, good enough posability. This side right here on his right leg is going to be hindered a little bit just because of the gun pouch right there. But if you need to do anything, you can pretty much get it done with this guy. Knees bend that far and they look extremely good. Like, this is a really good bend. He does have some swivel right here at the very top of his knee pad brace thing. No boot articulation there, but his does have pretty good feet articulation, toe joint as well, and they can swivel a little bit. So overall, the articulation is there, but what shines on this figure the most is just the sculpt work they did on his outfit. Like, I'm a huge fan of the series, and just seeing this guy again and having him in hand, like, the camera doesn't really do it justice. I do wish that the excuse me, had an itch on my throat there. I do wish that the straps look a little bit more realistic than what they do, but you know, it's done good enough. They're done well enough where it doesn't, you know, break anything. But I just do wish that they had at least a little bit of stitching on them or something, you know, so it can kind of be like, oh, well, yeah, it's not just like placed there, you know what I mean? You have some level of detail into it, but yeah, the little silver buckles there and that, oh, everything looks phenomenal. Even the little creasing for like the cloth, it looks really good. I just wish they would have done a little bit more detail on the actual straps. You know, even the buckle looks okay, but you know. So overall, I'm really happy with this figure. I just wish that that face sculpt was a lot better. There's the paint on it, you know. But other than that, I'm fairly pleased with this guy. Still don't know what I'm gonna do with him yet. You know, I do like his look in Metal Gear Solid 2, which is what this one is based off of, but to me, his Metal Gear Solid 1 appearance has pretty much become the de facto appearance for me. I've really grown to like that one. So I think I may actually either do it with this one or get another one and completely resculpt the torso area. So we're gonna see how how all that plays out. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna repaint his body to kind of match more of what the I don't want to say how he looked in the game, because this is kind of how his suit actually looked color-wise. But in different medias, he's had like they give him like a baby blue suit, you know what I mean? They have like a steel gray, which will look a little bit bluish, kind of like what this one is. Or sometimes even in the game files themselves, he has a gray suit, and all this is black. So his suit is gray and black, kind of like the original one in Metal Gear Solid 1. But yeah, I'm excited to see what I can do with this guy. Because Solid Snake is my favorite character when it goes down to video games and all that. And Metal Gear Solid is my favorite gaming franchise. So yeah, guys, here's my review of the Figma Solid Snake. Hope you guys like it. Let me know. Laters.